Today is the summer solstice. Most of us don't know what that means. More or less proves how disconnected we are from the broader celestial scheme of things, all of which play an incredible role in our lives, and that for centuries, for actually since the beginning of time, have been critical features, points of understanding relative to planting and all of the things that men and women did before we lived in offices and stared at cell phones. But the meaning of it and why we hold the first official night, if you will, of our Talks in the Pines on it is because it is the moment in this hemisphere when the earth sits in the greatest amount of light for the longest period of time. Now you may think, well, so what? And I know you probably do, or maybe you don't. I just want to introduce you to an idea that's connected to how we are intended to be in relationship with the sun, whether you call it S-U-N or S-O-N. Have you ever watched a buttercup follow the sun across the sky? They call that heliotropic. Say it. Heliotropic. That's an extra $3. It means that it is attracted to the sun. Now that plant, that flower, and all the flowers, even the grass bends. It means that it gives its full attention to the sun. Now, it doesn't have a choice about that. Nature has imbued it with the need to be heliotropic. And for its attention to the sun, it's rewarded with the light that gives it life, and that is the major element in the perfection of it as an individual flower, and of course, the species as nature would have it develop in time on this planet. We, on the other hand, are not heliotropic, we're self-tropic. We follow our own thoughts. We give our attention to what seems to be light when it isn't light at all. How great is that light in the darkness when that darkness calls itself the light and is not. If you don't know Scripture, it's just an idea that points to the fact that as we give our attention to something, we're fed by it. We have our choice what we give our attention to. That's the miracle of being a human being. We actually have a choice as to what we serve, which will connect with a song that you're going to hear shortly. So I'm just making these short introductory comments that you might understand how essential is your attention, what a gift it is. And that just like that flower that gives its attention to the sun, that opens because of it and is fed through it, you and I have inside of us the gift of an attention that as we give it to what is true and divine, what is present, what is good, as we give it to that, we're fed by the thing we give it to. And I can't tell you how extraordinary that is, to actually understand that you as a human being have a choice in what it is that you give your attention to, and you receive the reward accordingly. So just a little thought about the solstice and flowers and being self-tropic as opposed to divine tropic. Yeah. Hit it.